through that. Hey, it's a turtle. Hey, how you doing, sir? Nice. That's okay. Not okay. This side. It's cool. Oh god, it's cool. So I think it was 2 days ago. I haven't talked to my friend for a long time. It was he was counting like 5 years. He's my friend in the Philippines. If he's watching this, thank you for that talk. It was an amazing talk. I learned a lot from him, but there's other things that I want to talk about. That I wanted to talk about this type of stuff. Like he understand about life, nature. Now, when we talk about nature, we talk about living things and landscapings and the magnificence of animals and inanimate objects. There's also nature. I just read it in the I haven't looked at it for a long time. The Science of Mind by Ernest Holm. He's more into the occult stuff. And if you're not look, I don't think you should get scared of the word psychic or occult. It's just words. It's nature. It's also in the unseen realm that we cannot see, that we cannot understand. I try to understand for years, and still I'm trying to find it. People say I shouldn't find it. It's within us. Yes, it is within us, but I felt like as I journey through understanding more about life, that's what I always wanted to understand. People, culture, and why people do certain things. I always wanted to do that because I'm by nature curious, and when you're curious, you will always like. I read it somewhere that in each interaction, people are your teachers, and there will always be small golden nugget things that you can learn from, and that you can make it your own philosophy. Now, when we talk about philosophy, right? You know, Bruce Lee, I think he took philosophy. Now, when in Asia, right, in Asian countries, people think, you know, philosophy is an education in, you know, school or institution. It's not, okay, in my perspective, a philosophy is how you direct your life. That is, now when I was, it was when I was like going through the awakening process, because I try to understand, you know, what happened to me, and then I seek to find answers. And then everything I read up to now makes sense. Well, maybe it will make more sense as I go through this journey that we're all on, and it will unfold, and then I will find it. And when I find we all have those moments when we have aha moments, right? And it's like, oh, I get it now. I get why I went through this, and I get why I've been studying this. It makes sense. And I was so excited. I was like, oh, okay. So philosophy is your point of view of the world, and how you navigate the world around you, and how you interact with things, objects, and people, and how also with the intelligence of the human race. But I think I felt as if is untapped potential that we have not tapped to, this intelligence that is inside what I call the intelligence of God's heart, right? And this heart is trying to reveal itself through you. And you know, he was talking about, you know, there's this you know, Asian, it's hard to, you know, older folks are living in a world that used to be, and this used to be is no longer here anymore. That it used to exist, like you know, my mom, you know, she came to America, and that was during the Vietnam War, or vice versa. The Vietnamese people probably say, no, it's the American War, you know. And I think okay, so and I told him this, it's your philosophy. So and then this go way back, my Chinese friend, long time, I have to find him again. He's a good kid, a good guy. He's a genius too, younger than me, but he's a genius. And you know, he said he hates philosophy, right? I'm not talking about philosophy in school or education. I'm talking about philosophy of your own. Okay, here's the good about this. Your life experience, how you see the world, how your background, the thing that you like, dislike, it influences you, right? And so it influences you, and it will influence other people, whatever your friends, your content creators, or influence how people think. And that it create in everything that your knowledge, everything combined is your own personal philosophy. And back when I was watching a whole 4 hours of Jim Rohn, my arm was getting tired. Okay, all right. So back when I was watching 4 hours of Jim Rohn, he said, as you would change, everything will change for you. But he was drawing like a sailboat, and that if you want to change your life, you gotta change your philosophy of life, how you sail this thing that's inside you. And I noticed as you change your knowledge, your experience, so how you see the world will change, and your vibration with it will change, and everything will change. Because imagine if you're like a tree, and that tree got a gun, right, son, and it's shooting bullets, and that bullet's seeds, and each person is a tree, and it's walking through life, and it's shooting bullets through interaction of stories, experiences, knowledge, because we all tell stories, and how stories affect the human race very much so at a subconscious, a higher level that we don't know. And that there's a spiritual component of spirituality to it, philosophy, and it affects you and as you study, as you understand, you come to understand something that you did not understand before of life. This philosophy affect how you decide. Your philosophy of life can change, and as you change this philosophy, you change your experiences, your events, and the way that you see the world. And you see the world as fun, a new light that you didn't see before. Because the old traditional way did work, but it didn't anymore. So we're no longer living in that age, right? And we have to change and flow with time. I think that we don't flow as much, and that's what's happening to technology, right? And what I wanted to say is that your core philosophy, for me, I find it as if who you are today, your philosophy, your perspective of life will change, because as you go through the journey of discovering something or learning about something, your view will change. It's because that's life. And once you're creating, and once you're doing something, going through your dream, because your dream is not only there to express the highest, most potential of your life, is there to teach you something, to see, to seek, to find out the answer that you've been wanting to find. And that is ultimate goal for me, is to find consciousness, God, because I want to know why does it exist. And this is, one day I will go through something and I will understand it. And so to my future self, when you find this video, when you see this video, you'll be like, oh I'm glad I went to this journey, and I'm glad that you finally took the chance to understand the greater picture of life, of evolution, that the spiritual essence within us are trying to be pulled into that direction. And don't be afraid of it, just go with it. And I hope that I'll find this video one day. So let's talk about your core philosophy affect your friends or the world, and it affect and it create ripples, because soon this thing that you call philosophy, whatever you're like, or you pass on your like to your friends, it's gonna influence you. Small and big ways. Small as in your friends, and it'll affect your friends, and it'll affect other people as your friend. You know, their philosophy combined, and it ripples through, you know, the cosmos, the universe, through seas of peoples and culture. So whatever your philosophy is, when you upgrade your philosophy, your knowledge, your experience, you put that out to the world, you affect not only the people around you, your friends, but ultimately humanity. And when you're doing the good things come back to you. And then that's why I think that this, that's why I think when you put out the good, it'll come back to you. But it'll take longer, right? But we each, whatever, as Tony Robbins says, whatever influences us will influence people, right? Whatever our, the thing that we most care about, or our point of view, will affect it. And whatever I'm creating content, it'll change the way you think or how you see things, or somehow, or people when they create content, it'll change the way how I see things and how I hear things, or how I see the world. And it'll affect me, and so, you know, I'll share it because it's doing a good service to the world. Ultimately, that's what I want anyway. But what ends up happening is, because of humanity, there are lower level of awareness and consciousness. It's not easy to understand the perspective of life. Life, it's about understanding way beyond the physical eye. It's the metaphysical too. And somehow we can combine that metaphysical and the physical, and boom, you have something powerful to share. So that's it today. I'll see you guys soon.